need to secure this position. Enemies on the move. Be ready.
Boots on the ground!
Grab cover.
What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. Mass Effect Andromeda. It took me a couple days to get this first video out to you, and you're looking at my first ever multiplayer run. That'll be going on here in the background. So, there's a lot going on with this game. Now, I'm only a few hours into it. I just haven't had the time yet to go cranking down on it with my work schedule. A couple things I could tell you. I definitely, for the first playthrough of the game, in terms of the campaign, there's no way I can give you a playthrough on this YouTube channel. My first mission thing that I did, or the first little bit, the first one or two missions, if it were, really actually took me over an hour and a half just to get through that, because I was exploring like every little nook and cranny in detail, trying to find out, all the different aspects of this. It's definitely open world. There's a lot of different missions that pop up, side missions, main missions, different tasks. Obviously, you got to learn all the skills. You got to work with your, your secondary team, your AI team as well. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Big major storyline, if you will. The feel of the game is definitely hugely RPG. Now, it is not really the same feel of past Mass Effect games at all. In certain aspects, not in all aspects. I mean, it's a Mass Effect game. You're expecting certain things. So I'm very early on in the playthrough. I think that if I do any type of playthrough on it for now, at least in the first play of the campaign mode, I would probably do it on live stream, just because I am, I'm one of those explorer type of people that just takes forever. Obviously, if I do multiple playthroughs, I'll get better. I won't be exploring every little nook and cranny, that type of stuff. Now, the other side of this is the multiplayer aspect. A lot of these things you're going to just basically see as an enhanced version from Mass Effect 3. The maps are bigger, obviously. They're all new. Graphic details and all that, those things are changed. The general gameplay feel, very good in terms of multiplayer. The only issue that I'm really having right now in the beginning of this is the muting of every player. You can't actually physically just have it all muted at all times. Every time I go into a new lobby, I have to mute all three of the other players if I'm playing in the randoms. Obviously, if I'm playing with the guys in the clan, which you will definitely see lots of that footage. We'll have a lot of Nog Army footage, laughs and fun all the way through, of course, both live stream and on YouTube. You have to go back in and mute these players over and over, and it can get pretty frustrating. I really wish they would allow us to totally disable the VoIP service, which is something that really, in this day and age, especially for a AAA game, the fact that they have it in there and don't allow us to disable it kind of pisses me off. However, minor details. Moving forward with that, you have a lot of the same stuff. You got your survival, your objectives, rezzing up players. All those things are there. Obviously, it's a little more detailed. New enemies to work with. I get my butt owned, of course, in the beginning. In terms of the premium pack store, there's like 5 or 6 different packs that you can purchase, obviously with the in-game credits that you get, and or with, the BioWare points or advanced points or whatever they call them. I don't remember. Premium cash, basically. You go and you buy some cash credits, and then just you can buy some of these advanced packs. Of course, it's pretty standard, like in Mass Effect 3, the premium pack was like 99,000 points, or 99,000 credits. In Andromeda, it's 100,000 credits for the premium pack, so you just build yourself up. And depending upon whether you're on bronze, you know, silver, gold, platinum, you're obviously going to get more points and more achievements throughout that quicker, and you're going to level up quicker, you know, get new mods, get new characters, get new, all the same type of stuff. So what I liked in the Mass Effect multiplayer in ME3, it's now just more or less more enhanced inside of Andromeda. Again, the biggest thing is the bigger maps. They have a lot of different places to go and move around, and the objectives are farther away from each other, and you know, so there's a lot more to learn and do inside of a multiplayer. Again, I'm just new to it, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Anyone who doesn't have me on their friends list, obviously on Origin, you want to get me on there. If you have the game, you want to play some of it, let me know. I've got myself on Discord. I've got Night Owl's gaming community set up on Discord. I'll get all that stuff into my description links soon, so you guys can always stop by through there. Though a lot of times I'm pretty much on the private TeamSpeak for the clan and the community, which we do have private TeamSpeak, but I'm going to try to set some times for people to know when I'll be over on the Discord side, and that way you can come and hang out on the Discord side, whether, you know, it's in Mass Effect or we'll play Warframe or the Division or whatever else. I also want to get in some other stuff with like Janzer and those guys as well. So, but in terms of Mass Effect, I'm not really, you know, sure. I know there's a lot of people out there saying it's bad, it's this and that. I'm enjoying it. I think the storyline is done pretty well. I don't know about the love scenes, if you will. I haven't gotten through that far. Like I said, I've only had a few hours into it because of my work schedule during the week, and I've got the other stuff that I'm doing as well. You know, I won't dedicate myself to just one specific thing. But I am enjoying the whole aspect of the change up to a true RPG type of game where there's the skills and the weapons, and the open world is just a huge difference. The maps obviously are bigger, and there's a lot more things going on to work with. So I think it's a good thing. I mean, ultimately, if you don't like it, you don't like it. You know, it's the way it is. It's just, I mean, some people are gonna like it, some people are not gonna like it, some people are gonna, you know, fanboy on it, on good and bad, nitpick over and over. But as we learned recently, a game is just a game. So if you are going to get your value out of it, and you think you're going to get your value out of it, and it's worth it to you, then you get it. You know, now to me, the campaign is I don't know how to say it. The campaign feature of this game, being such a long campaign, being so many things involved in it, is always great, because there's not that many games out there that have decent campaigns, if you will. And maybe I'm off, maybe I'm too old, maybe I have a different way of looking at it, but I'm enjoying the campaign portion of it. Multiplayer was one of the big things that I really had been looking forward to, and I'm still happy with the changes that I see with it. The perspective's a little bit farther out than normal in the third person sense, so you get a little better perspective. There's a lot of different things that you still have to learn in terms of the you know, the controls, because it does kind of, once you get up against a wall or a barrier or something, it kind of automatically locks you into there for a second. It's gosh, I'm totally lost on what it is, and you know what the hell I'm talking about. But so expect definitely a lot more multiplayer for now on the YouTube channel anyway. We'll do a little bit of everything on my live streams, on Twitch live streams when I do those. But yeah, the big thing I'm looking at here is multiplayer, because I really want to build up my character, build up the different abilities, try out different things, figure out which ones I like best. You know, kind of like you did in Mass Effect 3, get your combinations and everything all together. It's just going to be a lot of fun playing with the clan, and even with randoms, because randoms are always more challenging, especially for me, who I feel like I have to mute everybody, especially if I'm trying to record. You know, people get and do stupid things sometimes with their open mics and don't realize that they've got open mics, or there's music playing in the background or anything like that. So lots of different challenges. So stay tuned for all that, for a lot more commentary, obviously. A lot more things to talk about as we level up through the multiplayer, so forth and so on. But if you have any initial comments or questions or anything that you want me to try to answer, or further down the road once I figure it out I'll answer it for you, please do feel free to leave those below. And until that time, until the next episode of whatever I'm doing on here and whatnot, stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.